All right. Hello, everyone. I didn't want to leave it at last video. I did want to. I do like the mod. I just think at this point, it just got over grindy. So I can see the path now that I'm supposed to take, or it's a path you can take. I don't say it's the best path, but it's a path you can take. Is it going to be such a grind to get there? I just don't think I'm interested in doing it. So what you do in this, and you follow the Stardew Valley path, basically. You get you some ancient fruits. You get you some of these. Now, how you get these is you get what is known as a machine upgrade for your seed maker. I've actually gotten one. No ancient seed there, but I do have one ancient seed that came out. So basically, you get yourself an ancient cog, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. You go to the trader. You have to get to the skull cavern to unlock the trader, just to let you know. You go to the trader and you go down to the one that is the frozen tier. No, that's not it. Well, this is how I got my ancient cog. The ancient cog actually cost 16 plums and I haven't got it yet. I think they'll be available for me for year 2. I'm not sure. But you get an ancient cog. How I got mine is if you pick up any one upgrade, artisan upgrade. So I got the frosted tip for charge rods work and triple output in winter. Because I had a bunch of frozen tears from doing skull caverns. There is a quest in the book under prismatic farming right here that lets you choose any of these deals, these rewards, and I chose the ancient cog. That goes on to your seed maker, and that seed maker now has a 5% chance, I think it says, of giving you an ancient seed every time you use it. Yeah, 5% chance. So I have a 5% chance, and I've gotten one so far, and I've done it like, I don't know, 10 times. And it only takes 3 seeds to do it. I'm not going to worry about doing anything else. I'm not going to be playing anymore, but I just wanted to show you. This is one of your paths, and I can see the path. The problem is it's too similar to Stardew Valley. It's the best path, and that's to make ancient fruit wine. That is it. You do everything you do in Stardew Valley. You go through, you complete the pantry to unlock a greenhouse, or you can just purchase one straight up out of the shop. You can just purchase one straight up out of the shop, I think, for this much. You do have to get 48 greenhouse glass, which isn't that hard, actually. We go to greenhouse glass. You do have to get to year 2. I will say that you do have to go through to year 2. And you go... you need what is known as organic glass. That's your first step, is this, which is coming from glass binds. To get glass binds, you need these special cactuses. Now, these are the regular cactuses, but you need these cactuses here. They grow the same as regular cactus. Unfortunately, in this mod pack, there's these things called cactus flowers. If they grow on top, your cactus won't grow another deal. But you get those special cactuses, and you get those from the market guy over here. I don't know if these are year 2 themselves, or if you can get these in year 1. I don't remember. But you scroll down, and he's got these Verti cactus. That's what you want. They're a little expensive, but you put those down. They only grow during summer. I'm pretty sure. And you get those, you get these glass spines. You craft them like this. You get 4 of them at a time. You use this to make greenhouse glass. Depending on which recipe you decide to do, is how many you get. So 3 of them, jades will give you 3 at a time. Fire quartz will give you 2 at a time, and earth crystals give you 1 at a time. The tiers of the thing. And you can use, you don't have to build a building. Anything that is up to 16 blocks below it is protected. You just put, you, if I wanted to, if I cover this whole thing in greenhouse glass and nothing but above it, up to 16 blocks above it, this whole thing would be considered a greenhouse and it would always grow. So you don't actually have to build a greenhouse building. But once you get to the, once you get the greenhouse and are able to do any type of greenhouse at all, because you can craft this before you unlock the greenhouse if you wish. It doesn't restrict you, as far as I can tell. And then you do ancient fruit, basically. You just do ancient fruit. You put you on it. You throw it into a keg to make ancient vespertine. It goes from, let me give you a price increase here. So it's 128 times 3. 128 times 3. So 384 up to 1824. Hold on just a second. 128 times 3. And then 1824 minus 384, because that's what you're spending. So you get up to 1440 on this one. And then after that, my next calculator, then you use on this. Hold on. There we go. And you put it in a cask aging. Casks aren't bad. I'll show you the crafting deal for them a little bit. But you put it in a cask. It takes 10 days. And then you, and that's 1. And it grows up to 7296. So 7296 minus 1824 equals 5,472 profit. That's how much extra you get on top of it. And then after that, after you do the first aging, you use it again and you do it in an ancient aging cask, an ancient cask. And there's a, oh, it goes up to 29,184. So 29,184 minus 7296. So you make 21,888. You go from a, you go from 384. You go from 384. So let's do 29184 minus 384. So all told together, you make, you're up to 28,800 per, really per deal from a fruit, from 3 of them, which is 384. Is this, you do have to do this step though, you do have to use the skill in the farming deal, which I didn't choose. Of course I didn't. You have to choose this one here. So to make a So first you need to make a keg. This is your keg. 3 blocks of iron, 2 blocks of iron, 1 block of quartz, a barrel, 4 logs, and an oak resin. And you make you a keg. Then to get a aging cask, you need a jade, 2 blocks of lead, wine keg, 3 pine tar. And you get you an aging cask. This isn't that bad. Once you get down to the magma layer in Skull Cavern, you get this no problem all the time. And that's also when you unlock mining lead and stuff like that. And then I'm pretty sure you use on this to make the ancients. 2 prismatic shards, 2 of the aged versions, and you make this. So you're spending a pretty good chunk of money here to make this. So it was let me do this real quick. 2048 times 2 equals 4096, of course. I want to make sure I get these numbers right here, so you can see what we're going. And then 7296 times 2 is 14,592, 529, 592. And then if we do the calculator, then if we do 14592 plus 4096. Okay, so we're at 18,000 right now. We're still making more money with one double aged. This stuff you can get for free. Basically, you could actually purchase this from a trader, but you could get all this stuff for free. This is nothing, and then this is nothing. Basically. So I'm pretty sure you, with just one of those wine, you make your money back that it cost you to make the cask, the ancient cask, and that's your in. That's your end of your money. Basically, you make ancient fruit wine. It's just what it is. And then we have this right here. If you want to go the if you want to go the star fruit route, this does give you 96,000 gold. You first start with the ancient fruit and then you go with the star fruit. And it's basically the same thing. You start out with the aged star cacati, which you make star cacati from starfruit juice in a apple press or filling by spout. You can do that as well. So 1 star fruit, 1 wine bottle, and you can purchase wine bottles if you can't make them. But wine bottles are cheap. They're 2 glass bottles on top of each other, and they make 4 at a time as well. And then you do, then you make the starfruit juice. You make the starfruit juice with a sugar cane in an open coconut, which you can get. I cannot seem to figure out how to get that though. I don't know why I can't get this somehow. It doesn't show it, but I'm pretty sure it's probably like chopping up a coconut. You can go, there's palm trees on the beaches. I'm pretty sure you just chop up a coconut that it drops. But for some reason it won't give me the recipe for it. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why on that one. But you do that to make your star cardi. Then you age it into aged star cardi, and then you do this. You advance. You don't go into ancient. You don't do this. You put it the aged Arcadi with a ground cinnamon, which there's cinnamon trees you can purchase, and a large milk. So you need cow, sheep, goats, something you can milk. And that makes your star coquito. So you start at 6,000. You go and you age it. You get your 24,000, which you're still making less than ancient fruit wine. Double aged fruit wine right now. And then you double age it, and it goes up to 96,000 at 20 days. These do take time. It's 30 days total, so a whole season to age it. If you start on day 1, it will take you a whole season to age it all the way up to double age. Like I said, cinnamon is not that hard to get. You buy the cinnamon trees from the traders. It takes ginger, which you farm in winter, and you make these ginger crates, which are 9 ginger, if I'm not mistaken. You just have to make a crap ton of ginger, basically. And whoops. That's ginger soil. There we go. Ginger crates, 9 of them at a time. So if you made to make 16 of it. So if we do 16 times 9, you just need to make 144 ginger at once, basically. And then you can buy yourself a the cinnamon tree. Where is it? There it is. So yeah. Yeah. It's possible. I know my path to do it. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do that grind. I did that grind back in Stardew Valley. I don't want to do it again. Never did the starfruit grind, but I'm not going to do that just to say I did a starfruit grind. No. Also, your starfruit, you're relying on your starfruit trees. You can't grow starfruit. I will say these things produce year round, so you're constantly going to get them. But the thing about this is it costs you 4 prismatic shards per tree. So one thing I could say is go to every skill and like choose the one that gives you prismatic shards, wherever it is. Nothing in farming, nothing in there. So I think it's mining. So you need to do this one. I'm waiting on this one personally so I could get the... That's how I was going to do them. But you can also get them from Neptune bounties and fishing. And then there's one for loot chest as well. Yeah. I see the path. I just don't want to do it. I think it's too damn boring, and I think you unlock automation way too late to make it be worth it. Especially for a single player. Multiplayer, it's probably okay, but single player, no, it's way too late on the automation. It costs way too much to get yourself a artisan hopper. That's what it is. It's way too late. I was already mining sparkstone before I even got a artisan hopper, and I got that artisan hopper by grinding my ass off, and I don't want to do it again. I'm almost there though to buy it, to get another one. We look at the hoppers. It's actually right here. I got it saved. Whoops. Well, I don't anymore. This right here. It's too much, man. I'm sorry, with all this other stuff on top of it, this is too much for just this automation. I mean, I know it gives you a pretty good size and size of 7 by 7 by 7, but it's still way too much cost for what it is and how late you're getting it. If there was a possible way to make it cost, I don't know, um, like 4 or 5 Neptune coins. If you could introduce a new coin tier for that, make it cost 100,000 even or something. I don't know. Cost over 100,000. I don't care. Don't make it cost over 250K. That's way too much. I feel you're spending $250,000 on it per one of these, and you're not gonna. I haven't even made my money back yet, as you can see. I mean, I could have by now if I hadn't, been buying things, but I had to buy more things to keep going, so that I never got back to that money number. Yeah, I'm almost there. I could do it probably in a couple of days, probably by early autumn, but it's just not worth it. I feel not for that price, and not for costing something to use it as well. As you can see, I'm almost out of Sparkstone anyway, and I don't have much left. It's just I don't think it's worth that price. I like the mod pack. I really do, but you just pushed it too far. At this point where I'm at in the mod pack, year 2, almost autumn year 2, you pushed it way too far for prices and stuff. See, the thing of it is I said it last video. There's a YouTuber out there who covered this mod for about 3 or 4 months. They did videos on this, and what they did, their whole thing was making as much money as quickly as possible. And they released guide videos about it as well, not just their playthrough, but they released guide videos as well. But every time they did this, the team who's in charge of this pack nerfed the shit out of the moneymaker that he used. What I know off the top of my head, one of the things he did in his playthrough was he automated. Oh, I'll show you real quick. Let me get back in here so I can show you the thing. He automated cake, and he automated chocolate cake, and if I can't remember off the top of my head, I want to say it was like worth 1,000 off the top of my head. If we look at cake, this one, he made this one. He made this chocolate cake here that you can actually purchase now from a baker. That's a Wandering Trader guy. But you make it in this caking station. You make cake dough, which you can make really easily. You get 12 of it per. It only costs 1. You need chocolate spread. The most painful thing is getting the chocolate, which you can do. I don't know why it's not showing here. But to get chocolate, to get those chocolate things, I got some. Where are they? Is it in here? Nope. Ah, here they are. So to get the chocolate truffles, it's just this. Wheat, cocoa, and deals. And remember me talking about the greenhouse glass? It's not, it was at that point, I don't know if it is now, but at that point it was not locked where you couldn't make it. So what he did is he just made the farm for getting the wheat and the chocolate and put greenhouse glass over top of them, and he had infinite of it. Basically, after he made it so big. And he, so he had chocolate forever. He could do chocolate forever. And to get chocolate, you need cocoa beans, go to a jungle, harvest some. Only grows during summer, unless you put it under greenhouse glass. But yeah, he made that chocolate cake. And he sold, and I want to say the price back then was double this, like 1,200 something, 1,100 something. And there is an automation thing you can get for cooking, for Create. I don't know who it sells it though. He does. The cooking guide. You need one prismatic shard and 32,000. And you get this thing. And what this does, it allows, if you have a blaze burner, you got to have a blaze burner, of course, to make the cooking deal. But you can, if you unlock Create, you're fine. I was pretty much, you do have to unlock Create for that. But you don't have to unlock anything else. Really. So once you unlock Create, he was making 1,000, 100, but he had infinite supplies, so he could sell like a stack of cakes a day, and he was at 1 million almost instantly. The thing of it is they nerfed it. As you saw, they cut the price in half. But I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure because I didn't try and make greenhouse glass before I unlocked the greenhouse. But if the greenhouse glass is free to make, it's still, I just don't know. He just made a whole underground system of making cake, and he did it. And that's actually now not the easiest cake to make. There's an easier cake to make we can make. If we go, I think it's this one. There's one that's worth like 900 something. And I don't think it's a cake. I think it's the pancakes or something. Huh. 445. Oh, so they nerfed it. They nerfed more shit. I started out the series on 4.0.6. I'm now on 4.0.7. And I'm pretty sure these pancakes, these are what I was going to talk about. I'm pretty sure these pancakes were worth like 900 something. They're now worth 672, and this isn't that bad to make. You know how you make these? You get some sweet potato dough, you get some maple syrup, and you get some of this. This is year round. This is year round. Sweet potato dough. You just need to grow sweet potatoes. Wheat or oats. Wheat is more efficient. Is the most efficient one. And then you need your yeast, which is sugar, which you just get a sugar cane farm, put some greenhouse glass on top of it, 12 yeast at a time. And eggs, so chickens, that's a shit ton of chickens. And you can make those pancakes and sell those. It's not as much as he was doing for the chocolate cake, but you could do it. And it's passive money generation. And if you make enough, you have millions of dollars. It's just, and so they just nerfed whatever this person did. I'm not going to name names. If you go look it up, you'll probably find them. But I mean, that was the whole thing. They even joked about it on videos that they've been. He did a series before that one, and they nerfed his stuff before that, what he did before. So yeah, if your whole game is based on nerfing whatever somebody does to make money, that you're not doing good. You're not doing good. It's why the 7 Days to Die people pissed off their community so much. You're a mod pack for Minecraft. you don't have as many people playing your game, your mod pack, as people play 7 Days to Die. So you can get away with that shit. But it's the exact same fucking thing that 7 Days to Die did when they like took away jars and shit, and they finally brought it back because the community was so freaking outraged by it. It's the exact same idea. If you also like Jawoodle for 7 Days to Die, he made all those bases for Horde Nights and shit. And every time he did, the devs for 7 Days to Die, the fun pimps, nerfed the shit out of it and made their zombies like smart. They dig down into the ground. They if they fall so far, if they fall too low, they'll go into a rage mode and start destroying shit around them. They made all that shit in response to Jawoodle stuff. So devs, in response to the community finds some fun things to do, not broken things to do, but fun things to do, and they didn't want you to have fun with it. That's the whole point of the 7 Days to Die community's problem with them, is they did that. And then this, unfortunately, this mod pack is following the same deal. The guy finds a shit ton of ways to make money, and make a lot of money, and they nerfed the hell out of it because this one person in a single player game did this. So yeah, I didn't want to leave off the video with it like it was last. I had fun while I was here, but I'm no longer having fun, so it's time to go. You have a lot of fun things about your game, but you decided you wanted to nerf the game depending on one person in a single player game having fun. Well, it's not a single player game, it's a single player experience that I chose for myself. So yeah, I'm done. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm done. So yeah. What I'm going to do next is I was also wanting to do some type of create deal. I've never really got into create. I've done a couple of things, but I've never really got hard into create. So I've been looking around to see like if there's a mod pack I would want to play with that like doesn't nerf create into the ground like this mod pack does. That's kind of also what really threw me off, is the whole thing about making the deal like this. This is excessive, man. Why? This is way excessive for a single person playing the game. I mean, pretty sure it's freaking fine for multiplayer, but for single player, no. Yeah. So like I said, today I even updated, after my last rant video, I noticed that there was an update to the game, but none of it does anything. Added sell values to some random items, so some shit can have sell now, basically. They said to talk about adding controller support and stuff. Yeah, a lot of this, yeah. So, you're a fun mod pack, but at a certain point, you just became unfun, like seriously unfun for what you did. For just responding to that one person's play, don't do that. Don't nerf your fun. Don't nerf your game based on one person's stuff, man. Don't do that. Just, if the whole community does it, sure, you may need to look to it. But if it's just one person or maybe a group of people who probably play together does it, ignore it, man. Ignore it and make it how you want to make it. That knee-jerk nerfing stuff needs to stop. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to look for a create mod pack that I can play create with, and we'll go from there. Try to get onto the newest version of create as well, 0.6 or something, whatever it is. So I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.